are now looking at a 2023 Volvo XC60 B5 in Thunder Grey Metallic. And in these little videos, we tend to revel in random information. For instance, Volvo's XC60 was crowned World Car of the Year 2018, and to this day, we think Volvo has perfected the automobile with its XC60. Allow me to explain why. Right, it's an SUV with car-like driving dynamics because of its stance on the road. If you look closely, it's almost like it's hunched down on its four wheels, unlike the model before it. The previous one still carries presence and sells well on the used market, but the successor rides and handles so much better due to that lower center of gravity. Yet it still has good ground clearance for moderate gravel conditions, or as the Brits would say, unsealed roads. We were initially skeptical when we received the B5 for a week's testing, as its power and torque figures look uninspiring on a PDF. But wow, this model can get a proper shift on if you want to overtake. Volvo alleges that the B5 model can hit 100 km an hour in just 6.9 seconds, so we simply had to test it. Our best attempt wasn't far off at 7.35 seconds, with the quarter mile coming up in 15.37 seconds and 91.47 miles per hour. If you behave yourself, all this adventure can be accompanied by surprisingly good fuel consumption. Its maker claims an average of 7.6 liters per 100 kilometers, and we saw about a liter more, which is exceptional for a car delivering 183 kilowatts and 350 newton meters. The mild hybrid system certainly helps to lower fuel use, as it recovers energy during deceleration or braking, and shoves it into a 48-volt battery for later use. Apparently, tailpipe emissions are also reduced. Interior space is defined by the usual Volvo materials of exceptional quality, as well as wonderful contemporary design touches. These include twist and turn air vents, white contrast stitching on most leading edges, rifled volume knob and twisty start-stop control, two mesmerizing roller shutters, a holy gear selector, as well as half-cloth sporty seats, whose wildly swooping shapes are only outdone by the chunk of shiny metal around the dashboard. However, one of our testers remarked that the Volvo cockpit wasn't exactly intuitive, even after the recent update of their vertical media system. According to him, the functionality and menu structure seemed at odds with his intentions, almost as if it was designed by someone who doesn't own a car. Oh, and why are the gauges digital, but there's only one theme or layout? What's the point of that? Cabin space is certainly enough for a family of 5, with class-leading boot space. Not much smaller than that of a V90 cross-country. Ride quality is also a standout experience, due to an active chassis with air suspension that constantly adjusts the ride height, and adapts the shock absorbers to enhance comfort and ensure vehicle stability. To sum up, like the XC40 range, the current XC60B range of mild hybrid models, being B5 and B6, have a unique place in our market, helping a certain crowd of people to get used to Volvo's move towards pure electrification in the near future. So we guess that makes this vehicle a last hurrah, and we think it's an absolutely superb one.